Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I have something really fun to show you. Layering washi tape that creates little scenes. It's so fun to play with. It's by AALL and Create. Layer It Up washi tape. This one is Studio Botanica. This one's Priority Dispatch, and then this one is Barista's Palette. My friend Debbie made amazing cards with it, you guys, and I can't wait to show you how to play with it. This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, so as I mentioned, they all have different names. So this one is Studio Botanica, and it requires 4 strips to make the scene. This one is Priority Dispatch, and it's a wonderful little collection of beautiful butterflies, and you can use it as borders, you can use it as a block like this, you can use it as individual postage stamps for your mixed media. And then this one is Barista's Palette, and I'm going to show you, I've already put 2 strips to build the scene, and you just go like this, and then you're just lining up the image like, whoops, lining up the image just like this. Smooth it down, and then you get to the edge right here, and then you just tear it off, and then you take the next layer, oops, and you're placing that and aligning that just like that, and then you tear it like this. Oops. Now you can also use an X-Acto knife or whatever you want to do that. That once you're done, you can square it off using scissors or your paper trimmer or even cutting dies. And I just had the most fun playing with this. I had never used something like this before, and Debbie told me, oh, you've got to try it out. So let's just get to the cards that Debbie made. So this one, you guys, uses the Studio Botanica. This is what it looks like when you put it on like a patterned cardstock, okay? You can still see the image perfectly well. And then this is what it looks like when you put it on white cardstock. It's just a little bit brighter on white cardstock, but still fabulous. And then Debbie left the edges jagged on this one, and we're going to show you some examples of just kind of smoothing those edges out as well. So this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and Debbie used, surprisingly, this surprised me, she used Steampunk for Everyone, okay? And on the back of Steampunk for Everyone are these really beautiful papers. We call them like the B-sides of the paper. So yeah, she used this beautiful sort of pink tapestry and this one, which has a really beautiful all over print, but it's got some gears and things on there that are kind of subtle. And then she used one of the borders right here in between the cutouts that she tore along this edge. So she tore those borders and then glued them to the edge, and then she had some fun with some dazzles. So she has right along the edge here, she has the straight line gold dazzles, and there's 2 thicknesses, the thick and the thinner. She used the thinner ones. And then at the top, right up here, she used our thin line dazzle stickers. So these are straight line, these are thin line, and they have, this one has different edges to look at. Different edges, different patterns. So there's like little bumpy dotty ones, and they're just great to put along your edges of your cards. And then for her greetings, just for you and with love, she used our 500 script greeting dazzle sticker collection. And it comes in these 4 finishes, black, silver, white, and gold. And then you're getting multiple, like 3 of each of these sheets. And then each sheet is a different set of sentiments. So there's so many in here. That is a great one to add to your collection. All right, so let's talk about how we give away our cards. Okay, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday videos, the ones that I host, we do a card giveaway. And we're trying to promote our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So if you want to hop on over to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, give this video a thumbs up, and then leave a comment, and then we'll answer all the comments and reply to all the comments. But after about a week, we will reply to one viewer's comment by saying, congratulations, YouTube username blank. All right, so you have to know what your YouTube username is. We fill that in for the winner. And if you're not sure what your YouTube username is, when you leave a comment, just go back and look at your comment and it's labeled with your username. It's also a good idea to hit that notification bell because we do lots of videos every week and you don't want to miss any of those. And also that's how we announce the winner. After about a week, you'll see that congratulations pop up and you want to be able to claim your card. And then once that person claims their card, we will mail it off in a little happy mail. All right, so to give you a different look with that same image, okay, this is the same one. I just did a little 5x5 card that has a little window here, okay? And I used a cutting die on this. So I just took it just like this. I assembled mine on white cardstock, and then I took the 12 circle and scallop cutting dies, and I used this one right here. It's about a 3.5 inch circle and the coordinating scallop one as well. And I just put this circle right over the top and taped it down with a little bit of low tack tape, or maybe you have a little extra piece of washi to tape it down with. Run it through your die cutting machine and you're gonna get a really nice clean circle. And the paper pack I used for this is Watercolor Wildflowers 12x12 pattern cardstock. I used this beautiful blue border one, and on the back of it, it has these fantastic green leaves, this all over print, which is, we love. And then I inked the edges of everything, you guys, with some khaki ink and using my little favorite blender to do that with. That's always nice. And then I foam taped this. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, so let's talk about how I assembled the card. It's a 5x5 card. Went ahead and covered it with the patterned paper, put the circle die over that, ran that through my die cutting machine, and then I inked everything here, even the inside edge, with that khaki ink, top, sides, and then on the inside, just put about a 4 7/8 inch square of that pretty green vine paper. And then I took little 1/2 inch wide strips of that same paper and I just went around the edges. Now, if you want to cover this whole area, you could take the same size paper that you did here and put it here, and then when you die cut the front, it'll automatically die cut the inside. I got to be honest with you, I forgot to do that. So I just used strips to go ahead and make my little frame of my little window. As you can see here that my little window is a little bit off center, and that's because I really wanted to feature this border down here, because I added my friend from Pink We're Together Dazzle stickers, and it's such a cheery pink. I love this one. And then I also just added one little strip from the White Fancy Border Dazzle stickers. I love these stickers so much. It just took a little bit of the white that kind of resembled the little border right here. All right, and then went ahead and did my little inside die cutting. I did foam tape this, okay, so it's a little height and so that it sticks up there in the window. Now I have a tip for you. Go ahead and glue this foam tape the circle to the scalloped circle, and then put glue on the back of the scalloped circle, and then when you shut the window, if it's not quite in the window, just kind of move it around a little bit. That's the beauty of using a little bit of glue, so that everything is aligned in the window. And then I just added a little 1/8 inch pink ribbon and just used a little adhesive dot right there to stick that to the washi tape. And so yeah, I think you can get completely different looks out of the same thing by, this one's a little bit darker, a little bit moodier by using it on the pattern paper, and this one is a little bit brighter by using it on the white, and then the papers can make a big difference, and even the shape. Okay, so here's another one. Okay, this one is, I want to make sure I get the right one. This one is Barista's Palette. I don't know why I have that name, but it's very pretty. This is a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and Debbie covered the card first with brown cardstock, and then the background here is from Newsprint Florals, and she used this sort of the yellow set without the roses on the back side. She really just used it for the yellow newsprint, and then she used a piece of washi right across the bottom here. and then took a little strip of brown cardstock, cut notches in it, used those same gold script greeting dazzles for thank you. And then she took her image and she just took the paper trimmer and she just cut that into a nice smooth rectangle, and then matted that with some gold Miri cardstock and some more brown cardstock, and then foam taped that. So there's another way to just use that washi. All right, this is a really cool one. This is a 6x6 card, and for this one, Debbie used the, here we go, yes, Priority Dispatch. And as you can see on this one, she actually used the white cardstock, and then she took, where is it? Brought it with me. She used Velvet Fawn ink, and then she went around the edges of it. Now you can use a blender, but we're really going to get it dark around here. So she went around the edges, kind of overlapping the washi. Like this. And then I'm gonna let that dry for just a minute, and then she tore the edge. Now, she certainly started off with a larger edge than I did, but it still can be torn. So this has got a torn edge around it, and then you can tear it and ink it, but she inked it and then tore it. And then she used for her background papers, which are absolutely beautiful, Golden Botanical 12x12 patterned cardstock. Okay, and she used, let me see which one she used. This one right here. And then the coordinating solid cardstock went beautifully with that. She put a strip of washi tape all the way across the center. Now you could also save a little washi tape and just take like 1 or 2 and put it on this side, and 1 or 2 and put it on this side, and that way you don't have to cover the center. And then she built up this cute little scene using the coordinating cutting dies, okay, for her botanicals, which she cut out of both green and that mustardy color. She inked those with a little bit of the Velvet Fawn as well, and then added these copper jewel dazzle stickers, and then finally a acetate butterfly from our jewel butterflies. Okay, just really beautiful. She used this blue one right up here and just folded it a little bit, and then right in the center you could just glue it. You could add a little Zot adhesive dot. You can tell that's what she did right there, and then stuck that right there. The little hello is from our green script greeting dazzle stickers. These script greetings just worked beautifully with this whole collection, actually. All right, so once this part was dry, as I said, she worked with a much larger piece to tear, but you can just go right over that and just tear that out. And then you've got this really cool torn border that is colored. You can do that with any color, okay? She used the Velvet Fawn. Oops. She used the Velvet Fawn, but you could use any color, you know, dark green, whatever mat that you're using. I should also mention this mat right here is foam taped. And for our foam tape, we love our giant wheel of foam tape. It's 150 feet or 50 yards of continuous 1/2 inch wide foam tape, and we love it. All right, you guys, fantastic fun to play with. All you have to do is align the little strips. It was really easy to do. And I hope you check this out. We have a fantastic money saver right over there on the right-hand side of the screen with all 3 of these washi tapes. There we go. And then all the items are listed down below the video if you want just 1 washi tape, or you want a paper pack, or you want some dazzles. And let's see, what else do I have to tell you? Oh yeah, if you're watching us over on YouTube, look below the video in the description box and you'll see a link that'll take you to this Paper Bushes webisode page. And don't forget to check out the Money Saver. Thanks for joining me, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.